Well, I don't think any of us could have predicted the rise to where he's at this fast. You know, all the reports we all got from him was, you know, good arm, you know, command needs help, secondary pitches sometimes are ineffective. I got to tell you something. This guy has not shown any of that here. Tonight, the command of his fastball was, I mean, both sides of the plate, and that set up with the off-speed stuff. He was outstanding.
I know this might be a difficult question to answer, but, you know, you said you had these reports. So what do you think in spending time with him has been the key for him to elevate once he got here?
Well, you know, and it's a little bit somewhat similar to what Matt did. You know, when Matt got up here, he was not the same guy that we got the reports in the minor leagues about. Noah Syndergaard came up here, bound and determined, very similar to Matt, to show everybody he belonged here. Now, the one thing that I've seen him do, Steve, is that he is an absolute sponge when it comes to learning what he's got to do to be successful. I mean, his first week or 10-day, 2 weeks up here, every night he paid attention. Every night he's asking questions. Every night he's, you know, talking to guys on the bench about stuff. And he's just absorbed it. And now he's taking it to the mound.
Harry, what was your reaction to the news about Henry Mejia?
Well, we just had a tremendous game. I don't need to get socked in the gut again tonight. I am, you know, first of all, I love Henry Mejia. I love him as a player. I love him as a person. I'm extremely, extremely disappointed in what's happened. You know, this team's had enough bad breaks and bad luck this year to last a long time, and this is just another situation that, you know, the guys in the locker room are almost numb to problems now. So we're disappointed. We'll move forward.
Is there any point in the first 6 innings there where you're thinking pitch counts and, oh, man, what am I going to do if he goes 7-8 and
yes,
a no-no or perfecto's intact?
Yes, all of that. All of that.
Do you have a number you can share? Or?
Well, I mean, I was going to let him go 110. He's got to come back in 4 days on 4 days rest to pitch again on Sunday, and so I just said, well, I'll let him go 110, and I looked up in the sixth inning. In the sixth inning, I said, okay, I think he might be okay if he has a couple easy innings, and but we didn't have to worry about it now.
When he had that perfecto going and then gets the hits, first and third, none out, you talked a lot about his maturity for his age. Young pitchers might have folded a little bit there, but he kind of got out of the inning making big pitches. Can you talk about that?
Well, you know, we again, and you guys have been watching. You're here watching all the games. I mean, these kids are good. These kids are not the normal guys. They are not only got great arms, they trust their stuff. They throw strikes with their stuff. They make you swing the bat. And so, you know, I think he's in that situation, and he said, hey, look, you know, I got to get out of this, and I got to make some pitches to do it. And that's exactly how he went about things, and got the, you know, got the pop up from Matt, and then got a double play ball. And I'm sure that was his thought. Hey, look, if I can get Kemp out, I can get out of this inning, and he did it.
Terry, obviously you had this happen with Henry before. To find out before the game a second time, just how hard is that on the guys in the clubhouse before the game? And as cliche as it might be, what does it mean to have Noah go out there after that and perform like that?
Well, I'm not going to answer for anybody in there how they felt, how they reacted to it. You know, and I told them before the game what was going on. I wanted them to understand that, you know, I'm not stupid enough to think that they're not going to get the information during the game. You know, I know we have cell phones. I don't know if you guys have them, but we have them in the clubhouse. And we get information throughout, and I didn't want them to be blindsided by it. And I just said, listen, we got to get ready to play a big game. You know, we got a big game coming up. We got to finish the homestand strong. Here's what happened. Bad decision. Bad decision. You guys have got to learn from it. Now let's get ready to play. And looked around the clubhouse. There was a lot of guys shaking their heads, and then they got ready to play. So, but again, you know, these are grown-ups. You know, they're young to me. but they're still grown-ups. They're still men, and they have to be able to deal with things and deal with adversity and, realize there's some people make bad decisions and to learn from them. And hopefully that's what our guys do.
Terry, not to harp on it, but the first time that it happened,
Yeah, let's try not to harp on it.
you pulled Familia and Cologne aside to tell them separately. Did you do anything similar this time?
No, they were aware before I got involved.
Terry, when you keep getting these gems from these young guys, does it make you feel like it's more and more realistic how deep you can take this thing this season?
Don, there's no question about it, and not just this thing. Part of my whole life is to look down the road and picture what it's what can happen, and we're doing that right now, and that's why. Even tonight, I told Dan before when the game, I said, listen, we got to keep this kid around 100 pitches. Number one, we got to run these guys, be able to run these guys out in September, and if for some tremendous opportunity to play in October, we've got to be able to run these guys out in October, and we cannot eat up these innings. So it's like tonight. I know the kid wanted to go back out there in the ninth inning, pitch a shutout. I get that, but we have a responsibility to the guys, the organization, and our fan base to let these guys go out there and pitch late into the season. So we're going to be careful with them. But I tell you, you're right. You talk to the other people in the league, and this is if we keep going and we can really, really play well in the next couple of months. I don't know too many teams that want to face this staff in a playoff situation.